I sat in with Rod Sims in a couple of these closed sessions, and it was really interesting to see the dynamics in the room. But fundamentally, I think the reason this has got the space and the way it's been developed is because of News Corp. News Corp has been driving this whole thing. And fundamentally, the reason they've been driving it is they think this is the way that they can replenish their advertising dollars that they've lost. And I think that's why the government has given in to this, to not given in, but allowed this to go forward, is in a sense as a payback to News Corp. But what I'm really concerned about is finding a way which doesn't just have a, because this is what News Corp wanted to do, was they essentially just wanted to make sure that that they got the dollars that they thought they were losing back into their pocket, and they have no interest whatsoever in the rest of the media, as you know. My concern really was to come up with a new fund which would support market failure, as I said earlier on, and address those particular areas where we're concerned about, and also, by the way, to allow a diversity of opinion and voices across Australia. So it's both physical coverage of areas of Australia which are not now covered, but also to allow diversity, because this is the most concentrated market probably in the world for media and news outlets. I do think we've got to find new models, and at the conversation I actually made a point of not accepting advertising. I just want to finish with this point. Advertising, it leads to a dependency culture on advertising, and it can also be hugely corrupting as well. It can, I felt the pressures, particularly when I was at the age, of being told why I should do things and why I shouldn't do things. As in, if you do a review of this new car, there's going to be $1 million sitting behind that. If you don't, you're going to lose the money. So we have to move away from that model. And that's the kind of interesting territory I'd like to get into, and happy to be part of in the future.